Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good night, depending on wherever in the world you're in. You're here with me, Sade, and I'm here giving you the weekly reading from March 22nd to 28th. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I already have some of the cards pulled here like I usually do. And then I'll be pulling some more towards the end of the reading so we can get some angel messages. So this is the weekly general reading. So this is like anything could come through. And just know, if I talk about divine masculines or divine feminines and I'm saying he or she, remember that genders never matter. It's all about energy, okay? What energy you lean more into. So it took me a minute. I'm always going to be honest with you. It took me a minute to get what this reading was saying because it's so specific yet vague at the same time. But what I got was that some of us are needing to learn more before either making a decision about something or passing judgment on something, jumping to conclusions because of either what you've heard other people say or what you've come to know because of what you've heard other people say, what you've seen on social media, and whatnot. So yeah, before you pass judgment on someone or something, or and it could be because of an experience you've had with this person, so you want to pin negative things that have happened between you and this person. You want to pin those things on them and say, okay, they're this type of person because so and such happened, so I need to stay away from them. Or I should stay away from them because so and so said this about them. So that's all I need to hear because I've always been afraid of that, and you can't do that. A lot of the time we have to learn things for ourselves before we can make a proper balanced decision, and that's what's needing to be done. You need to make sure that you are emotionally balanced, you're mentally balanced, and that you're energetically balanced before you can pass. Oh my gosh, my glasses mess with me. But before you pass any judgment on a situation or person, because if you're out of balance, that means your perception is not accurate right now. You're not seeing things for what they really are. You're seeing through very limited view, very limited, and you're passing judgment just based off of this much that you're seeing when there's all of this around it, and I say that because the first card I pulled was the Maiden, and this card is about seeking your own answers, learning things for yourself, learning about yourself, self-discovery, going within, and just my headscarf is falling off and I didn't know. Learning more about yourself and basically feeling around so that for yourself, pretty much. Feeling around and kind of like a child. You know how a child has to learn for themselves. You cannot tell a child everything that's going to happen in their lives, all the experiences that they may have, all the painful experiences they may go through, just to try to prepare them. You can't do that. They're going to have to learn for themselves, because you can tell them all day and night, but at the end of the day, it's just what my mom told me or what my dad told me. But it's not going to, once they experience that, it's not going to be like, oh, well, my mom told me about this, so I got it. No, they're still going to be hurt. Like, that stuff is still going to hurt, and even though that the parent may have told that child that this could happen, that child still has to learn how they're meant to respond, how to properly respond to these emotions that they're feeling, how to properly respond to these experiences, because they do have the choice on how they're going to respond. And it's the same for you. So before you make a decision about something or set something in stone and then just move forward like that without knowing the full picture or without even knowing certain things, learn more. Learn what you can before you move forward, okay? Go within yourself and discover the truth, because our higher selves do know the truth, but a lot of the time we're not listening pretty much, because either we're out of alignment or we're unbalanced, we're out of balance. So, and again, we may not be hearing it because we're meant to learn about it. Like, we're meant to learn for ourselves. And sometimes it takes patience when it comes to learning something for ourselves. You may want to know something, and because you're impatient at this time, you're just using what you've got and you're moving forward. But that's not going to work, okay? The next card I got was perception, okay? And you're seeing through the eyes of this mask. Mask, what's it called? The the eye holes in the mask are very limited. It was always hard for me to see, especially as a person with big eyes. I'm like, I cannot see. So, just using these examples, these like very layman examples, to give you a better idea. Then for balance, we have masculine and feminine. And you do need to make sure that your masculine and feminine energies are balanced, because the masculine side and the feminine side have certain parts that they play. And the reason why that's why I say gender doesn't matter. We all carry masculine and feminine energies, because that helps us to balance out using gender. Men always are conditioned to believe they have to be a certain way, have to, never cry, or, don't show too much of your emotions, don't be too affectionate, because you can be taken advantage of, or you can be seen as too soft or whatever, right? But now, whenever a man has those conditions built upon, whenever those conditions have been instilled in that man's foundation, and they grew up that way, grew up with that perception and perspective of what a man should be and what makes a man, that feminine side of them is meant to be touched on and awakened in order to nurture that masculine side that has been pressured upon and conditioned for so long, and teach that masculine side, this is not the way. You need me too. You need me too. So, and it's the same thing for women. Women are told to be soft, be extremely passive, not speak unless literally not speak unless spoken to, and even then, only say certain words, tiptoe, excuse me, where what's it called, that we have only specific roles for us, and we can't go outside of those roles. Now, our masculine side is meant to come in and say, no, cut that shit out. That is not meant for us. We have a certain passion, certain drive, certain purpose that we're meant to fulfill, and all of these things that you've been taught, that you think your role is, that's not it. Okay, it's time to take action. It's time to take a step forward. And so that's what me bringing up those examples is like, that's what this balance, like, that's where balance comes in general. Those are just examples, but balance is needed, okay, before moving forward in anything. So you need to make sure you're balanced before passing judgment on anything, or assuming anything, or jumping into anything, moving forward in something, okay? Then I have the Two of Pentacles. And we have two twos. So the Maiden is the number 2, and the Two of Pentacles. All right. Two of Pentacles is usually about indecision or confusion, or going back and forth, all of the above, actually. So what I get with that personally in this reading is uncertainty. That's the first thing I get. So you're unsure and you're needing to know more. You're needing to learn more. Okay. And I'm getting that for some of you, this could be about love. You're not seeing the full picture. So you're trying to make your own conclusions about this situation, and you can't do that. The reason why you don't know everything is because you're not meant to know. You're not meant to know right now. And that is part of your learning experience. All right. Not knowing everything is part of your learning experience. Is meant to teach you faith. Number 1, we have the Star. This was a card I pulled on the side. All right. It's meant to teach you faith. I don't have my glasses on, so it's meant to teach you faith and strength. All right. To be strong during this time. And strength always also goes with having the strength to be still and be accepting. It does take strength to be accepting of not knowing everything, or just be accepting of what's happening right now, which may seem like it's not happening in our favor. Excuse me, this card of feeling discontent, like you've missed out on something. But this also is saying that you need to open your mind, okay? You need to open your mind so that you can open your eyes. You need to go within yourself so that you're able to be more receptive, accepting and receptive. Then I have the Ten of Swords, and this kind of talks to the group when it comes to love. To me, you may have gone through a painful ending, and so that's making you want to jump to conclusions either about the person that you had that ending with, and you may want to pass judgment upon them, saying that, okay, they did this and that when they're not supposed to, or they're supposed to be like this, so because they're not, that means they're X, Y, and Z, and I just need to back up, or I just need to get out. In certain cases, and you'll know, certain cases, yes, you do want to step away and step out of. When you're in danger, or when a space is unsafe for you, or if it's just, when it's just becoming, I hate to use the word toxic because it's so basic. But whenever something is detrimental to your mental health, let me say that, then yes, you step back. But if you know it's just your ego talking to you, and oh my gosh, I may have to take this off because it's just like sliding back. But when you know it's just your ego talking to you, and by your ego, you have certain things that you want, certain things that you desire, and because you're not getting them now, that makes you want to back out. That is not a good reason, okay? It's okay to want what you want. That's completely fine. But abandoning a situation because you're not getting what you want, that sounds selfish, right? And like I said, it is okay to want what you want, and it is 100% okay to have boundaries, because separation helps you build the necessary boundaries that you need. But the separation, if you guys are in separation, is meant to also teach you understanding. Okay? Understanding that you're dealing with a whole nother person, a whole nother soul, a whole nother human being who has their own experiences that they've gone through, that they're going through currently, the things that they're needing to learn right now. So they need that time. They need that patience from you. They need that patience from themselves. Okay, so, and there are certain things that they don't know, that they're having to learn before coming forward, or before being the person that they're meant to be, which could also fulfill the desires that you have. Okay. So, but for my other group, who this is just in general for not so much love, same thing. You need to have patience and understanding about any and every situation, and realize that there usually is more going on, and whenever that's the case, you need to learn more. All right. Then we have the Knight of Swords, excuse me, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, which is another reason why I was talking about the love group. So for my group that's not about love, the Knight of Swords says, well, I'm not going to read everything, but it says intelligent and decisive. All right. Intelligence goes along with knowledge to me. You become intelligent when you learn more, and that's in every aspect. So allow yourself to learn more, and it says take time to carefully review your options. Okay, take time to carefully review your options. Take time to carefully take time to realize. Let me say that. Take time to realize that there's usually more. Okay, and give yourself the chance to learn what that more might be. Okay, and the three of Pentacles, again, is just about learning. It goes along with the knowledge card. Okay, it's just about learning and being cooperative. All right, being understanding, be cooperative, and compassionate in a way. I hope that's the right word I'm using. Because I don't want to keep it saying understanding, but understanding is an emphasis to me, is being emphasized to me, and just needing to learn more. Okay, I'm just gonna take this off because it's already pretty much fallen. So I can't really see, but whatever. But then, yeah, so then we have the King of Cups. And again, for the group the group who I'm talking to when it's not about love, um, the King of Cups is very emotionally understanding. They're very emotionally balanced. Um, they're in touch with their emotions, and they're also I don't know if I already said this, but if I did, whatever. But they're emotionally understanding for others. So that goes along. That goes with being open-minded and open-hearted. Also, not being so rigid in your judgment, in your perspective, your perception. Okay, not being so hard and rigid. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that for right now. Then we had this that came up. It was face down, so excuse me. So this is the Two of Wands. And I again get cooperation. And when you're cooperating with someone, you're being easy to work with. And you're being open to working with this person. That kind of goes along with the people that's kind of goes along with I'm laughing for a funny reason. I'll show you in a second. But anyway, it goes along with, okay, you may be in separation, but you're still being cooperative energetically. Um, you're that goes on with what I was saying when it comes to being open-minded and open-hearted and more understanding and learning more um, about the possible experiences of others, understanding that they may have gone through certain things and that's why they reacted or responded a certain way. Not that doesn't make it right. Wrong is wrong, but what's it called? You're becoming, you're doing what takes a lot of strength, which did come up, which is being understanding to these things that hurt you ultimately, which is that ten of swords, painful endings. But with painful endings comes new beginnings, okay? Also understand that. And then we have the Six of Swords, which mean, oh my god, which means things moving towards calmer waters, things getting better, things becoming more clear and not being as difficult. And I see that as your journey to seeing the bigger picture. So in the beginning of this journey, it was hard for you to see the bigger picture. It's hard for you to see that there could actually be a reason why you're feeling this way, or why someone may have talked to you a certain way or said certain things. So, you know, you wanted to build up walls, or you wanted to go ahead and label something and write it off. But now moving forward in this journey, you're learning that there is a need to learn more. There is a need to be more open, because there's usually more. I keep saying that, like, that's just coming up strongly. There's usually more. You know, you're going, and you know this, you know that you're going back and forth with yourself about this, because, you know, it's like you want to give it a chance. You want to be understanding, you know, but because of what you heard for so long, or because of what you've come up learning how things should be, it's like, okay, but should I really give it a chance? Like, you know, it should be this way, it should be that way, whatever. But no, you're absolutely right. You do need to learn more. You do need to give it a chance. Okay, and then the next one is this Four of Cups. Oh, that actually came up twice. So, but in this case, this is about being accepting. I mentioned that before. This is acceptance. And you see the way he's looking at himself in the mirror. Literally, he has the expression of acceptance through all of his flaws. So, you know, people have flaws. You have flaws. I have flaws, you know, that I'm getting through. And I've had to come to learn to accept them. That person is having to come to learn to accept their flaws, but to also realize that they have plenty of room to grow. They have plenty of time to grow. They have ample opportunity to grow, and that they're meant to grow. And once they do, including yourself, once you guys do grow and transform, that's exactly what's happening. You're shedding the old and becoming brand new. Okay. Okay, I already mentioned that. And then I had 3 more cards flipped over on the side here. One of them I looked at, which is the one I was laughing at. The other 2 I hadn't seen yet. So we have the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. And then the third one is the Union card, which is the number Roman numeral. So give me a second. 13. So I'm going to take a look at this 7 of Wands really quick. I know what the regular 7 of Wands is, but this one has vast meanings in it. So I like to take the extra into consideration if it pertains to the reading. Oh wait, I lied. Yeah, no, never mind. It's a 7. But yeah, if it pertains to the reading, I'm only going to read what pertains to the reading. And if it doesn't, then I'll read absolutely nothing. But let's see. Okay, looking within. I said that before, and that came up with the 4 of Cups here. Needing to go within to get your own answers. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Getting your own answers. I'm so sorry. It went away, which I hate. So looking within, oh my gosh, seeking answers, okay, discovery, and heeding your intuition. That's it. There was more, but like I said, only what pertains. So going within, seeking your own answers, that came through with this card, and it's coming through again with this one, and it's coming through with the 4 of Cups. So you're really needing to go within to discover the truth, and you need to do whatever you can to learn more again before moving forward, before passing judgment on a person. Okay. And then we have the 3 of Cups, which is about celebration with others. Let's get more meanings. I know it's celebration with others, but let's see what else it has to do with. One second. Okay. Pleasure and joy. Hopefulness. Okay. Pleasure, joy, and hopefulness. So the hopefulness does go along with the Star card. Okay. This is faith, having faith and hope. Keeping your faith and hope alive. And I'm getting a sense that this has to do with the group about love. And also my group that's just in general. That this could have to do with any sort of situation that this is pertaining to. Hope. It's kind of like you're afraid to have hope. Either in fear of being disappointed or in fear that your hope is like pointless in a way, like you shouldn't have hope for it. Like you're wrong for having hope for it. But you're not. That's, if you have hope for something, there's a reason for that. Okay? And it's more than okay to have hope for something. Especially for a situation to move forward. It's absurd to think otherwise. All right? So don't let what society is saying, what Twitter says, what social media says, what you've heard from others, including maybe family members or friends, don't let what anyone says allow you to doubt yourself, all right? Or to doubt the way you feel about someone or something, okay? Because there's a reason for that. And then, okay, I already talked about the 7 of Wands, which is seeking answers within and just seeking answers in general. But then I have Union, which also has to do with balance. Excuse me. It also has to do with balance. It goes along with my masculine and feminine card. Okay. Yeah. Definitely balance so that things could come together for you. Balance so things can come together. So things can make more sense before you move forward. Things need to be clear for you before you move forward. And clear doesn't mean you need to know everything before you move forward. No. Because a lot of time you're not going to know everything before you move forward, but you need to know a little bit more. All right. And you'll know when you'll just know. You'll just know in general. I'm going to stop there. You'll just know. And then this extra card I just now pulled is the Four of Swords, which again is about going within yourself, taking time to go within yourself, going to meditation and do some self-introspection and seeing where imbalance may lie. All right. So now I'm going to pull some closing angel messages. Let's see what we get here. Okay, this says, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay. To me, this is saying, this emphasizes the message of thinking for yourself. Think for yourself. All right. Think for yourself. Not allowing anyone else's judgment to be the influence on your decision or the reason someone else saying something and that being the reason why you're doing something or why you've decided something or why you think a certain way. Okay. What else? We have Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and do not compromise. Okay. I get, because of the stars in this card, I get the star, which is, and when it says reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, it does take faith and keeping your hope alive to do that. Again, not allowing the influence of others be the reason why you either see yourself or someone else in a certain way. Okay. And have faith and hope in whatever it is that you've been having faith and hope in. Because, again, there's a reason for that. All right? What else? Crystal. Have... okay. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. You're not seeing everything, okay? And I'll show you the card. All right. There's more going on beyond the human sight, all right? There's a reason for that because you're meant to learn on this journey. You're meant to learn for yourself. It's not meant to be easy, okay? Eventually, it's going to be easier as you move along, but there are still going to be difficulties along this path, all right, along this journey. And what you're learning is how to go through all of that, come through all of it. You know, I always say, or I've been saying for a while now, you don't get over something, you get through it. Okay, jumping over is jumping. You know, you're skipping. You know, no, you get through it. Okay. I actually stole that from She's Gotta Have It, the new reboot. I haven't finished it. Actually, I haven't watched it in a very long time, but I kept that. So I'll go ahead and pull a few and then go ahead and tell you guys. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm being funny. I'll read that one last. Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. It's funny that we got these two together. I'll show you. So I'll start over because I interrupted. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Okay, so this kind of goes along with the message. You, from this painful ending, all right, whether it be about love or any other situation, you may have become rigid. You become hard, and because of that pain, you've now decided to pass judgment or to see things a certain way. It's affecting your perception, you know, because you're holding on to something. But Archangel Uriel, or whoever it is you're guided by, you're being guided to release this pain. Okay, you're being guided to release this anger and resentment, either towards this person or towards a certain situation, because that's affecting the way you're seeing something, and you're not going to move forward the way that you need to in this perception, in the way you're seeing this person or situation. It just itched really bad. Then I have Chantal. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. Like I said before, being receptive, being open-minded, leaving your heart open. Okay, just being open to the possibilities, to the vast possibilities, vast reasons, okay? And when you remain open, when you remain open and receptive, when things start to happen in your physical world, things just start to click for you. Okay, things just start to make sense. The reason why things are happening a certain way, things just start to make sense. And your vision is also clearer. You know, the signs and synchronicities that happen around you, you start to question them less and less, and things start to make sense more and more. All right. But yes, your emotions are healing. All right. You need to allow yourself to heal so that you can be receptive. All right. You're being guided towards this. And I was looking at this card. Hold on. Yeah, I was looking at this card. So this is saying, it is time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Okay. So this just kinds of, excuse me, and this is the card Isaiah. All right. So this just kind of goes, either the name may be significant to you because this kind of is like an extra on the side from all of this. So if any of you have been kind of going back and forth with yourself when it comes to moving forward in an idea that you've had, or something you've been wondering whether or not you should create, it's time to give birth to that new idea. That's why you imagined it. That's why you thought it up, because you were meant to create it. You were meant to give birth to it. And you are being guided and protected. Your ideas, your everything, your emotions, you know, you're being protected. All right. And you are being guided, but you need to open your mind, open your heart, go within yourself so that your perception can change, so that you can see this guidance, so that you can hear this guidance, so that you can be in alignment with your higher self, so you know what to do, and you know where to go, you know. And we're still human. So even though you're getting this guidance, because the human side of us has these emotions and we sometimes react or respond a certain way, yeah, that slows us down a little bit, but you're never at a stop. You don't stop until you consciously decide to, okay? So you may be slowed down a bit, then you learn what you need to, and you keep it moving. You keep moving forward, okay? So I'm going to close the reading there. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, sweet dreams. And I I keep saying do, that makes me laugh. But I do give personal readings. And I have you can email me about any questions about that, or just questions in general in the email I have below in the description box. Otherwise, you have a beautiful day. I love you guys.